This little darling is Betsy, 1955 registered, Morris Minor factory convertible. So the chassis number begins FCE and then it goes on to say 11, which means UK market, and the colour mid-green. First registered in 1955. Now I know all of you alert people are going to say, how come it's 1955 when it's on an A plate, which would make you think it was 1963. Well, in those days, if a vehicle went out of the country and came back in, it would be registered on a number plate according to the date that it came back into the country. I think it's changed in the 80s, early 80s I seem to remember. So this obviously went out of the country, I should think to Ireland, because it was then registered, and that NSG number is a Scottish number, the borders. So 1955, it will have a year's MOT, but it's voluntary MOT. You don't have to get it MOT'd if you don't want to, but it will have a year's MOT. It was MOT'd up till April 2013. I've basically taken on one project too many, and I would love to get into this, but I don't have the time, and it's just going to deteriorate. The guy who owned it had it repainted, but he should have spent more money and had it done properly, because what they didn't do was take the wings off at the back, and they didn't dismantle the doors as they should do, so that you can see they've just painted over, which is a shame, but it means it's usable, it's respectable. You can see there the beading is not as it should be, but everything works as it should do, and he had the difficult bit done as well, which I think all credit to him. He got the interior retrimmed really beautifully, absolutely beautifully. They are as comfortable as they look, those seats. He had a new hood put in with a new ash frame and new metal framework as well, which is all in lovely condition. Drives well. It would have had a 948cc engine, but he changed it for a 1098. Now you could further improve it by changing the rear diff for the later one, which would give it a higher final drive, make it just a bit quicker. But I don't suppose speed is really the object here. It's the character and the fun, and boy does it have a lot of character. Anyway, we will go for a drive. I'll just start her up for you. Shouldn't need any chokes, I've just had it running. I don't know how much you can hear of that, but it's a very sweet sounding engine, recently reconditioned, unleaded head, and in every sense ready to go, and could be a rolling project, or you can just drive it as it is. Anyway, we'll go for a drive.